welcome to BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Ernestina Sewa Asante. Today we are bringing you something nouveau, and as you can see behind me, it is the World Odyssey cruise ship. This ship is also a floating university. I'm not going to spill all the beans. We are going to take a tour of this cruise ship and also speak to the captain of World Odyssey. We'll talk to the Minister of Transport and the Minister of Tourism about how Ghana's maritime sector can thrive with the coming of this cruise ship in Ghana. Come with me as we explore. MV World Odyssey, a one-of-a-kind passenger cruise ship, has made its way to Temahaba. This remarkable vessel, boasting 12 decks and a capacity of over 600 passengers, is one of the largest cruise ships in the world. It will spend a few days here before continuing its journey to Takoradi. Resting gracefully on Ghana's waters, the MV World Odyssey has drawn significant attention. The Minister of Transport, Joseph Bukari Nikpe, the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Jifa Gomashi, the Director General of Ghana Maritime Authority, Dr. Kamal Dean Ali, along with other stakeholders, were on board to tour its state-of-the-art facilities.
For absolutely 115 days, so 8 months more or less, 2 groups of students.
Wow. So everybody on board is a student mainly, apart from
now, yes, there are students plus the faculties plus the teachers with their families. So all
the families too?
Yes, all we are around 860 people on board.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, you want to go? Yeah.
Okay, how many more?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
A certain low capacity only. Who's that?
Except
it was important that we elevated our invitation to have the Honorable Minister of Transport here so that he can get to visit the ship and also get to speak on some of the things that at the national level the ministry and the government is looking at. Concurrently, we are also delighted to have the Minister of Tourism here. So we have a combined ministerial visit or tour of the ship by the Minister of Transport and the Honorable Minister for Tourism. So the two are here with us.
It's very good that they are here. I mean, transport and tourism, it's the best way to combine it on a cruise ship. There is no better way to explain this, but we are transporting actually, of course, the visitors, the tourists to your country. So it's a very nice combination to have both of you here. Yeah.
Thank you.
We are the biggest floating university of the world. So our passengers are in the moment approximately 550 students, which are traveling around the world. We started the voyage in January, beginning of January, in Bangkok, Thailand. Then we get around Asia, we get through India. Then our first African port was Mombasa in Kenya. We came around South Africa, Cape Town, and now we are here in Tema, Ghana, and also we will visit in 3 days Takoradi as well. So yeah, the program is very unique, like I said, students traveling around the world, and our students are also learning on the ship, especially now about Ghana. We had a Ghana Interport lecturer, which is a professor from a university here in Ghana. She is teaching our students in global studies. So our students now go out in the country, they do excursions, they learn about your culture, about your, let's say, the cuisine, cooking. They are visiting all the countries. So it's an educational program and not only a normal cruise ship. However, of course, we are managed by a company called BSM from Hamburg, and also BSM made open a training center here in Ghana, so the Maritime Training Center, and we are having, as BSM Hamburg, we are having here also our parts in Ghana. So there is a close cooperation always with you all here. We have students, like I said, lastly from the US, we have US students. Yes, we have cadets on board, but not, they go all over our fleet because BSM more than 600 ships. All the majority is cargo ships, containers, tankers, bulk carriers. So there we bring our cadets here.
With its aesthetics, inbuilt pool, restaurants, bars and other amenities, the cruise ship ensures that seafarers and students have nothing to worry about while at sea. With its blend of beauty and functionality, the MV World Odyssey isn't just a vessel, it is a symbol of opportunity for Ghana's maritime and tourism industries. After touring the cruise ship, the host of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV, Ernestina Sewa Asante, spoke to the Minister of Transport, Joseph Bukari Nikpe, about how the government plans to address the challenges faced by ship owners and seafarers, and this is what he had to say.
We are delighted and we are happy to receive them in our port. Our maritime industry is a growing one, and having this ship that is cruising around as a university and training seafarers, we are delighted that they have come, and it will be an opportunity for our students, the cadet students in the regional maritime university, the seafarers who are being trained, to seize this opportunity to enjoy the teachings and to enjoy the kind of working environment that this ship offers to them. So on behalf of the Ministry of Transport, we want to say to the World Odyssey for welcome for coming to Ghana and being at our port to educate their students and our students who want to take the advantage of coming here to witness how seafaring activities are done. We have a regional maritime university that trains seafarers. Now for them to come here with this kind of concept of a university cruising on the ship and training seafarers, it gives them the opportunity to have the maximum time of being a satisfied seafarer. Ours is that it will motivate our students, because we have a lot of jobs in the maritime industry, and we want to encourage all the Ghanaian youths to take advantage of our maritime university. And also the name of the ship is World Odyssey. They should take advantage of them and learn to become better seafarers and captains one day. Every country will want to take the opportunity or the advantage of harnessing its potentials. The sea is here, is a potential for us to be able to train our people to take advantage of it and get works. That is why it is of importance to we, the Ministry of Transport and the government, that we have ship owners who have turned their ships into universities or semester sea universities and training students. And it is our belief that the Ghanaian youth will take advantage of these opportunities that knocks at our ports every time we get such opportunities. We also want to say that we are aware that our shipfarers have a lot of difficulties, and some of the ship owners, in getting visas for our seafarers who want to work outside this country. One of those countries is the US and then Brazil. It is our desire, the government's desire, to work out and find a way to solve that problem. And myself and the Minister for Foreign Affairs will link up and ensure that we will support the ship owners to be able to get visas either on arrival or at the port, to be able to help our Ghanaian seafarers to get decent jobs all over the world. That is one of the areas that this visit is giving us the opportunity to interact with the ship owners and also find a way of helping our seafarers in securing jobs all over the world.
The arrival of the ship in Ghana is expected to significantly boost the country's blossoming tourism sector. To explore this potential, the Minister of Tourism, Jifa Gomashi, shared her thoughts.
The opportunities that this visit for me brings is huge. First of all, the blue economy is what most countries are pursuing now. And what I've seen today shows that there's potential for us to benefit from collaborations with companies and seafarers who want to ply their trade in our country. Ghana has a beautiful shoreline. I admit that the bit in my own constituency is under stress because of the tidal waves. But then again, when we have built the groin or the sea defense, these are the kinds of things that we have the potential to take advantage of. I'm particularly excited about the conversation I've had, very brief though, conversation I've had with the BMX team here in Ghana, through whose efforts we have this ship here, and the opportunities that their visits and their work is going to bring to the teeming youth in our country. We had a conversation also about passing on best practices and knowledge. When we went on the ship, I was stopping them from telling me how clean the ship is, but it is the truth. There's some things we've got to learn as a people to enhance the tourism potential that we have. It's easier to invite people into a clean home that you don't have to rush to go and clean than, having it in a mess. So that too is something that I took notice of. We saw and heard from the captain of the ship that there's a whole unit set out for cleaning constantly, because they have clients on the ship. That's also something that we can learn from them, to ensure that hospitality facilities are kept as clean as possible. No matter how old they are, they can be kept clean so that our clients can have memories that they can cherish. The opportunities that abound from the maritime sector is huge. I recall having a conversation with the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority, who records have shown that she brought the first cruise ship into our country. She has that interest. This is her strength. I'm going to collaborate with her and direct her to BMX so that we can have experiences that can improve on our tourism sector. When people come into our country, they are supposed to be eating our food. Have you tried any Ghanaian food yet?
On our last call when we were here, yes. Good. Amazing.
Make it again. Make it happen again. This morning I'm told that they were introduced to culture through dance. I'm hoping that they will experience the food and the other things that we have to offer before they leave. But I must say that the potential is huge. The potential is really huge. The minister and I were talking about how if we dredge some landing, what did you call it? Landing sites, we can also have from Aflau to Hafasini, all that stretch, the potential that is there. And indeed, I told him that I've received some proposals from Ghanaians who are interested in growing their businesses, reference the maritime domain. So I'm telling you that this is really exciting, really exciting.
The Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority, Dr. Kamel Dean Ali, also spoke about the coming of World Odyssey in Ghana. Take a listen.
So this is a cruise ship, and this is a cruise ship visit. Cruise ship visits are very important for each country. It expands opportunities, it brings businesses, and it also exposes the country to the international community. Ghana is increasingly having cruise ships coming. Our work and working with our colleague agency, the Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority, is to make sure that the cruise ships calls will come in a way that they are having the best of handling when they come into the port. Of course, the landlord of the port is for GPHA, but we also provide certain regulatory activities regarding the entry of the port. So working with my colleague at GPHA will provide a very smooth entry of the cruise ships into this port. Now, it is not only in this port, the cruise ships will normally call in this port and perhaps Tema. But there is also an increasing interest in some of the cruise ships calling at Elmina. You know, Elmina is not a full port. but we've already received some cruise ships there. So the Ghana Maritime Authority, again, working with other stakeholders, are putting in place the mechanisms to always make sure that when there's an interest in cruise ship coming, that the temporary arrangements are there for the cruise ship. It's not going to be something static. For example, we have something we call the ISPS code, which means that every port facility must meet certain security requirements. So although on day-to-day basis the Eldina port is not up to that because it is not receiving commercial trade and not receiving cruise ships on regular basis, for the purposes of cruise ships call, we will elevate those security requirements whenever a cruise ship is coming. So that's one angle. The other angle for the Ghana Maritime Authority has to do with seafaring. We generally want to promote seafaring so that Ghanaian youth, as the minister say, will have an expanded opportunities to have jobs. And here, we are very interested in the cruise ship industry, and we are very much interested in shipping as a whole. So that is why on this particular issue, we are partnering just not with the Regional Maritime University where we oversee their certification, but also companies such as the BMs, the Bernard Shuttle, Bernard Shuttle, who are providing the interface. You know, when we train generally in Ghana and in other places, we don't train fit for market because there are certain aspects that we are not able to cover. For example, for a seafarer to be ready for market, the person must have sea leg training. So you need 1 year presence at sea, something you may call internship. But where is the seafarer going to get that? So we are partnering with, as the minister said, with other agencies who have access for the seafarers to spend time at sea and then make them right for the market. So these people will be picked by these private companies, polish them, provide them all that it takes for them to be industry ready, and they're industry ready. The truth is that Ghana as a country, we have a huge positive image when it comes to crewing historically. So we stand at a very good chance in expanding job opportunities for our youth through crewing. And that is why we want to take full advantage of everything to make sure that that is promoted.
To get more insights about World Odyssey, the captain, Jan Christensen, spoke to the media.
We arrived this morning here in Ghana, and as you know, we are for Semester at Sea. Semester at Sea is the biggest floating university of the world. We are carrying students from more than 20 nations from all over the world, around the world. Actually, we started this voyage in Bangkok in Thailand. We visited as well India. We visited our first port in Africa, was Mombasa in Kenya. And finally now we are here in Ghana. We are happy to be here. We are happy that our students can explore your country, can take a look on Ghanaian culture. They will explore. They will go on so-called field classes, and as an educational program, it's amazing to have a floating university to also understand the lessons which were taught before, to explore them by themselves. We are not actually training the seafarers. We have international students for all kind of science, international management, marketing and so on. We will stay now 3 days here in Tema, and then we're gonna move even to another port in Ghana, which will be 3 days in Takoradi. So in total we will stay for 6 days in Ghana, 3 days Tema, 3 days in Takoradi. The next visit will be again by more or less October or November this year. It's a little bit depending on the season, but we will come one more time this year here to Ghana. Mostly we are calling Ghana twice per year. I mean, our, let's say, the culture exchange, of course, will happen because our students are traveling around your country. So there will be actually the cultural exchange from our students with the locals. Also, we are organizing special programs, for example, with partner universities here in Ghana. So our students are visiting also universities here in Ghana, especially in Accra. So there is an exchange which is organized by Semester at Sea, because this is one of the key parts of Semester at Sea in educating students all over the world.
you've learned a thing or two on today's episode of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. You've taken a view of how the World Odyssey ship looks like. Until we come your way next week with another edition of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV, my name is Ernestina Sewa Asante.